laundering, unregulated offshore gambling, and worst of all, influencers.
This is $1 million video. I just realized I spent $600,000 on watches. I lost $200,000 to 6ix9ine, $60,000 in private planes, $20,000 on hotels in Mexico, $100,000 on Rolex and cars. It feels good to be a winner.
This is the first in a 6-part series in collaboration with Some Ordinary Gamers. It's exposing the secret world of unregulated offshore crypto gambling and how influencers have become filthy rich by being the gasoline on the fire, promoting it around the world and making it into the billion-dollar phenomenon it is globally. Now, I'll be honest, when I first started looking at this, I had no idea about any of that. The reason I'm actually here starts off the way all great stories start, with Twitter beef. All right, here's how this went down. I had been hearing for a while about how online unregulated crypto casinos were hiring some of the biggest influencers in the world to promote them and then would pay them for every fan they got to sign up. And not only that, every time their fans would lose money to the casino, the influencer would make a cut on those losses. Now, I thought this was insane, and I said, enough's enough. It's time to act. So I tweeted about it. Quote, just found out that the top gambling streamers are getting paid a percentage of their signups losses.
What?
So not only are streamers getting paid to promote gambling to their fans, they're literally incentivized for their fans to lose as much as possible. How do these people sleep at night? Now, normally I expect my tweets to go into the...
Guys, stop being weird and lumping... Guys, stop being fucking weird and lumping everybody in this. It says to actually stop. It's fucking weird. Otherwise, when I'm able to watch this bullshit.
Great void of Jack's armpit, but this time I guess one of those gambling streamers actually saw it and he responded. Steve will do it. Now I can't imagine why he felt singled out by my tweet, but he was pissed off that I would accuse him of profiting off the losses of his fans. He told me, "Hey, you broke moron, do your research. ROOBET'S affiliate program has nothing to do with losing. It's about the bet. ROOBET is different than other gambling websites. Do your research, you broke moron, before you post like this publicly." Given his thoughtful response, I thought, hey, maybe I made a mistake. So I went back and checked ROOBET'S affiliate terms. And it turns out he's right. ROOBET doesn't give influencers a percentage of their fans' losses. ROOBET gives their influencers a percentage of the mathematical odds of their fans losing. This is straight from ROOBET'S page. Affiliates receive a commission of 5% of the mathematical house edge on all their referrals wagers, with that percentage increasing as the referrer climbs the tier.
What the fuck? No fucking shot, dude.
And if you're thinking right now, wow, that sounds like basically exactly the same thing, it is the exact same thing, just with a little ethical distancing. It's kind of clever, actually, because now, instead of being directly tied to their fans' losses, they can plead innocent. They're still profiting from their fans, but, you know,
wait. So it'd be a percentage of... Okay, by ratio. Okay, makes sense.
Indirect economic percentage sort of way. It's kind of like saying, no, I didn't bomb those Syrian kids. I just sent the drone that did. It's the exact same thing. It just sounds a little bit better.
No, I get it.
But anyways, we fired back and forth a few times. He eventually deleted his responses. But something he said always stuck with me. And no, it wasn't the part about him sleeping very well.
You should know because you didn't read the terms of service. Dude. I gambled on stake, you fucking moron. Dude, I never went to ROOBET'S.
Night, living in a penthouse.
And if it was anything like this, everybody would have known.
Knowing that I change people's lives every day.
Idiot.
And I'm rich. It wasn't even, hey, you broke loser. It was actually this. Do your research. Which is why this series now exists. And Steve Will Do It legally can't be mad about it because technically he's the one who asked for this. So,
guys, stop being fucking annoying. Stop playing lumping everybody. Guys, not everybody's a scummy asshole. Stop it. It's fucking weird. It's even impossible to fucking watch a video because I'll act this way, man.
Yeah, Steve, this one's for you. Now, I want to be clear, ladies and gentlemen. A small sense of vindictiveness is not why I'm telling you this story today. It is a small reason, okay? I'll admit that. But it would have never carried me through this investigation, which had so many dead ends. What actually hooked me and kept me going on this investigation was a single question. How is this video possible? It shouldn't exist. To explain what I mean, let's go to the board because I got to explain a little more about Steve Will Do It for a little context. Steve is a member of Nelk, an insanely popular YouTube channel known for their pranks, like trying to use Monopoly money at a casino. Kind of weird foreshadowing, to be honest. But they generally make fun, popular videos with a lot of money being thrown around. Cars being gifted, partying, that kind of thing. But the money I was seeing thrown around, specifically in Steve Will Do It's videos, was too much. It didn't make any sense. Like, every video, it was private jets, buying exotic cars, giving away hundreds of thousands of dollars, and going off my experience
What
with
was
YouTube,
the video about the car that they gave,
off.
you know?
See, remember that video I mentioned,
That
the $1
car
million
is-
one? It only had 4.3 million views. And in that video, he really does spend $1 million.
This is a $1 million video, I just realized.
By contrast, the only other YouTuber in the world I know of that can afford that
Mr.
kind
Beast.
of spending is Mr. Beast, who regularly gets 50+ million views on a video, and there's always a sponsor on those videos to recoup some of that cost. But here's the weird thing. On Steve's video, with 10 times fewer views, there's no sponsor. And that's how so many of his videos are. He's throwing around money like Mr. Beast, but
Well,
he has a fraction of the views.
now I'm kinda
and
interested.
he's
I
not
wonder where this is
sponsored.
going.
So it begs the question, where's this massive cash flow coming from?
Yeah, I'm
Is
interested
Steve
now.
Will Do It, the son of a Saudi prince? Like, this dude seems to have endless amounts of cash, oil baron amounts of cash. And at first, I thought, okay, wait a second, Happy Dad, their new alcohol company, right? But it can't be that, because this spending predates that. Well, maybe it's merch then. That's the Nelk Boys thing, right? They pull in $70 million a year selling their merch. Maybe selling hats is how Steve affords to live like the son of a president. And I would have thought that, but right as I was about to give up, someone gave me a helping hand on a drunken live
70
stream.
mil,
Let's
no
bring
shots.
down the board here.
I have figured out other ways to make money. So I'm not big because I feel like a baller right now. I don't take private planes. I don't buy $300,000 watches. I don't buy whatever. But today I just bought a $200,000 Sprinter. It's badass. It's like I don't do that. I'm selling T-shirts, dude. It's actually impossible. I've figured out I've gotten financial advice, this and that, from my two buddies. They've helped me out. So it's like they own WizUp. So it's like they've helped me make so much money to where.
Jeez, that wording though, I've got, dude.
To where I don't even.
A could have named any company in the world. Of course, went for fucking WizUp. Jesus.
Wow. When I saw this, I thought to myself,
The
this
WizUp
guy
incident.
confessing? He talks about getting financial advice from someone that changed his life. Like, from who? Who is it, Steve? Help
What's
us.
WizUp?
Is it Warren Buffett?
It's like
Did
this weird website where like you buy tickets for a raffle, but you're not allowed to technically because raffles are they're lottery, so you're not really allowed to do raffles where people buy tickets. So what they do is that they have this weird thing where people buy. It's almost like a fake raffle where people buy tickets, right? But in fact, if you look at the fine print, it says that you can get as many, as much as the most you can buy for free by sending a postcard to their fucking address or something. And that's how people circumvent certain rules. Is that they say that you can get the maximum amount of entries by sending a postcard, because everybody needs to have an equal chance. Because it can't be for money, because otherwise it's a lottery, right? And then when finally the winner appears on the video that they have, the guy wins the car, but then he doesn't really win. He doesn't really win the car. There's no
You
like.
get advice from Max Kaiser. I mean, honestly, from the way he's talking, whatever this magical financial advice is, it dwarfs Nelk's
He
merch
like won the
business.
car, but then there was no car, and then the car was like.
selling T-shirts, dude. It's actually impossible.
So what is
Like-
this financial
It's like a
secret?
scripted
What
show.
is this?
Knowledge.
Immediately, I started hunting around. At first, I couldn't find much. Just more evidence that Steve Will Do It, of all people, is more loaded than possibly any other YouTuber in the world right now. Just watch this answer to a question about finances from Steve-O's podcast.
What is your mission?
To be a billionaire.
You're gonna be a billionaire.
All right. To be a billionaire, yeah.
Do you have a timeline for that?
3 to 5 years.
3 to 5 years?
Damn.
What? Wait a second. 3 to 5 years? He's not even saying that ironically or as a joke. He's like, yeah, what, 3 to 5 years? I don't know. I mean, whatever secret way he's talking about making money earlier, the kind of wealth that's impossible selling merch, that must be what we're missing here, the missing link. And I wasn't making much progress finding out how he was doing it. I realized I had to focus up. I got to set my ego aside. I got to make a change. There we go. I'm finally ready. What happened next was kind of hard to stomach. I spent the next several days watching enough Steve Will Do It
Jeez,
content
what is that?
to make my eyes bleed. But finally, all my work paid off. I finally found the episode where Steve once again mentions his friend who made him so much money.
Alfonso has helped me a lot, you know, with some financial like making good financial moves, money moves. I'm forever grateful for him, and I'm gonna gift him a Richard Mill. It's so unique. He has a bunch of Richard Mills, but this one's like it's like a unique one.
Okay, so we actually learned something here. One, this Alfonso guy, Steve's special friend who helped him, he must be loaded, right? Because if he has a collection of Richard Mill watches that regularly cost hundreds of thousands of dollars individually, a collection would mean he's at least worth several $1,000,000 minimum. Now at this point, I'm imagining several different possible candidates for this mentor of Steve's. Obviously, Ty Lopez being the first one. But I was completely wrong. The financial wizard behind the curtain is shockingly young.
So this is Alfonso. And
Wait, this guy? He looks like your average frat bro in his mid-20s. But even as that was like breaking my brain, things started to make even less sense. Pay attention to what he calls Alfonso just a bit later in this clip. I'm going to let it play for a bit.
And this is Doom. 100% of the time, 365 days of the year, he wears a full send / Steve Will Do It / Happy Dad shirt. And Alan, 90.
Whoa. Did you catch that? He calls him
Alan!
And Alan,
and he does it again later too.
this is Alan's beautiful girlfriend.
Alan again. Huh. Why would
Alfonso
Steve Will
Allen.
Do It mislabel his friend? To find out, I called up a friend of mine who's been digging into this, the Third Eye himself.
Who rated? Who did that? Oh, Coach Kva. Hey man, thanks for the raid, man. Thanks
Because
for
we need to get to the
What's up, man?
bottom of who this mystery man is. Philion, thanks so much for taking the time. I know you've been looking into this. Who is this Alfonso guy? Or Alan, whoever it is?
All right, so I tracked it all down. His name is Alan. He's a 25-year-old multi-millionaire running the Los Angeles social media scene. He owns both Roobet and Wizza. You know Roobet, right?
Yeah, it's that online casino that Steve Will Do It and all those guys are gambling on, right?
Exactly, except
Oh,
it's
Jesus.
offshore, unregulated, cryptocurrency-based, and it's not legal in the U.S. And they are raking in tens of millions of dollars per month.
Oh my gosh. Wait a second. You're saying Alan owns that along with Wizza as well?
Yep.
Those are some big accusations. How do you know it's this like frat bro behind it all? He doesn't have his name on it, right?
Well,
Jesus.
he does have Roobet's
Both.
name on himself. He's quite literally got a tattoo of it on his wrist, which he showcases above his Richard Mill, you know, the $500,000 watches.
You know, all the one that all the 25-year-olds own.
Yeah. I mean, I got two of them, but I got him also on the transitive property of Aiden Ross.
Wait, what do you mean? You got a clip for that or something?
Guys, this chat's getting weird. Guys, I said it 3 times. I'm getting fucking annoyed now. I'm actually fucking annoyed. Actually,
Of
stop.
course, let's roll it.
This house is sponsored by a company called like
Stop
Wizard or
it.
some shit. I haven't paid rent.
Just fucking people. You. This is you. What the fuck are you on about? Stop. Fucking stop. It's fucking
I
weird,
could
man.
do, and if you guys could literally help me come up with giveaways like challenges and like last person to blah 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 gets blah 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 blah. Like I can literally promote it how I want to do it, how we want to do it. You guys can help me decide. Like, yo, Aiden, you should do a giveaway where you're doing this. They're actually really cool dudes, bro, and they're just like me. Like they own Roobet, they own that site, right?
Not only that, Roobet's Rocket Fund LLC is also registered to the exact same address as the Wizza Sweepstakes LLC, which is 930 Washington Avenue, Suite 205, Miami 33139.
Oh, the postcard.
Holy sh! It is the same guys.
Yes, that's the postcard
when
address,
Steve
isn't
Will Do
it?
It's talking about his friend who owns Wizza helping him out financially in
We
life.
watched a video about
He's
this.
talking about Roobet?
Yep, he's talking about Alan. And not only that, this guy Alan used to be part of the CSGO gambling scene back in the day under the name Arrow1738 until he shut down his YouTube channel with 40,000 subscribers, and now, since then, he's tried to stay in the dark.
It's the same scam all over again.
Jesus, man.
All right, I know that's been a lot, so we're going to recap real quick. So, Steve Will Do It is like insanely loaded because of this guy whose name is Alfonso, but not Alfonso because that's actually an alias. His name is Alan, and he owns a sketchy giveaway company called Wizza, but also ROOBET, which is an online gambling casino, which obviously gives us some context to why Steve Will Do It is defending ROOBET so hard on Twitter. This is his golden goose. This is where his money is coming from. In fact, remember that $1 million video? I think we finally have the answer to that. It may not have been sponsored, but watching it again, there definitely was a sponsor in that video. This is definitely our guy. He's the reason for this lavish spending.
Oh, I get
but
it.
I also realized that this story might be bigger than just Steve. Yes, he's loaded. And I'm determined to find out how much money he's making from getting his fans to gamble at offshore, unregulated casinos. But there are many other influencers also promoting ROOBET. You've got Nelk, Aiden Ross, Logan Paul's friend, Banks, and you also got Wizza. How does that play into this sketchy giveaway company? And what about Alfonso? There's just...
This is annoying. I'm done with this. This is just fucking annoying.